What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A little bit different format for the start of this video. I haven't said much on the situation about the ROK Cup. I've let everything cool off, cool down. I have not wanted to say much about the situation yet until cool level heads. As you can see, I run the series, love the series, support the series. Just this last time, some words were unsaid. I was uncalled for. It's on the White Knuckle Racing podcast we did. Go check that out. There'll be a link in the description below. You know, not just the words said afterwards. It's you bowing up, wanting to fight. Miguel's 5'8", 140 pounds. And you felt like a big guy. And you picked on Matt as well. So when I walked up just to see what was going on, you cowered away. So it showed me the type of man that you are. I will not be running the event for the foreseeable future. I would love for you to reach out, Garrett. Have a conversation with you. See if we can, iron this out, hash it out. There's no surprise, guys. It's on the thumbnail. His face is right there. You can't miss it. So, yeah, definitely. Please reach out. One bad apple shouldn't ruin the whole batch. So sucks that apple's pretty big, but in the end, definitely more content coming out. This video is awesome. Next race for us will be CKNA South at Monticello in 2 weeks. It should be a freaking blast. Hoping to get more people out there. Hoping to grow the karting community more. Yes, 206 is a platform, but it could be ran at any event at any level. Definitely, always pushing to get put into larger events, and we have our own big event as well as CKNA Grands or the CKNA Spring Nationals. So we have our own large event as well. We just like to sneak in with these other events and run as well anywhere. So. This is more, of course, a 4-cycle platform. We do dabble into some 2-stroke, but you guys got Kart Chaser. They're all over you. They got you covered really, really well. For the 4-cycle guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love making them. I'll keep making them. If you like, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the situation. If you want more of my thoughts, I will PM you. Personal messages. I'm not going to speak more about the situation on live media, even though I haven't said crap, but hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll catch you guys on track soon enough. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. We're running late. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Warm up, pre-final, final. Trying to get the intro in now because we are running late. We're going to show up right when warm-up starts. So, like, subscribe, share. Let's get to it. So thank God we're staying next to the track.
Yeah.
If not, we'd be in deep trouble.
We haven't started anything, so we're not too bad.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Plus, we did everything we needed to do last night. So I was unable to do the mini gears. Long story short, Kenny, that's not gonna work. The shaft, the same diameter as the gear itself, so there's no way a bearing will fit. I was wrong the whole time. So I'm gonna apologize to the TS for not adding the bearing because they didn't come to it with the bearing because the bearing won't fit. So I'm gonna get my front driver situation out.
Good morning, everyone.
And then I'm gonna run those mini gears in the next race. Don't know which one that one is, but I'll let you guys know. Let's get warm up going. Let's send it. So morning warm up. I tried doing the mini gears, couldn't. So I take the axle back out, put the old hub that came with the chassis back in, and lo and behold, I decided to leave one little thing loose, and it happened to be the brake rotor. So the cart was sluggish coming out of the corner, and I thought it was the gear change I made last night. I dropped the tooth. I decided to go one tooth less because I was running about a tooth up on everybody. So I want to be a half a tooth less than everybody else. That was not the issue. It was definitely the brake rotor rubbing on the brake pad. So Matt came by, Sanford, and decided to point it out to me. Asked me, has this cart been on track? I was like, yeah. This came off for warm-up, man. So he's like, any issues? I was like, a little sluggish, but that could have been me driving gear. And he's like, yeah, it could have been the brake rotor too. And I looked down, I'm like, dang. So cart came alive, was quick. I was excited for the pre-final, that's for sure.
All right, guys, well, so day 2 is going on right now, which actually turned into the final day of racing because of the weather for tomorrow. Jorge, as always, you know, last minute, he has Rashad actually working on his cart, putting on the decals. That should have. When should these have been done?
Preferably before you show up to the track.
Exactly. So, but whose cart is this?
Mr. Jorge Ruiz,
so
our winningest driver.
Winningest 206 driver, yeah. Can't even get his cart ready. And right now, so if you look, it's missing a wheel, right? He was doing an adjustment, put the wheel next to the trash can, and the trash came and it took the rim and tire. So now he went to go search for the rim and tire. So dumpster diving. Yeah, so dumpster diving. So I think, I don't know, what they got, 40 minutes before the next race, not even. And he has no rim and tire because the dum-dum put it on the trash can. So figures. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say, but everybody's here. Beautiful day in Florida today, and the weather's gonna stay away. We're gonna finish this event today and come out with some podiums. I can feel it.
All right, pre-finals coming up. I'm starting P4 right behind my good buddy James Perkins, and we get away. My biggest worry was getting away clean, and we did. Got a little, tangled up a little bit, but was able to make my way through. And I knew right off the first couple hairpins, the cart was going to be fast. Right then and there, I was slow all day yesterday. I could not keep up with the top 3. They would pull away about 1.5 to 1.8 seconds, and I get stuck right there. The cart took too long to get in, and once they got in, I was not faster than them to reel them in. So when they started pulling away a little bit and I was able to reel them back in, I knew I had speed. I was behind James, the 627. We call him the Braille man all weekend. Right here, I get into him a little bit, lose momentum, leaving, going down the straightaway. But I was not worried. I was not worried because I knew my cart was fast. And that right there was the biggest thing I did not have yesterday. It was Juggy helping me today about how to use the grip on the track and to my advantage. And right then and there, I was much quicker. My line looks very, very different than theirs, but it was working for me, and I knew I had the speed. And if I know I have the speed, if there's any opening, any light, I go for it. James Perkins up front makes a move on Matt Del Sol, is unable to make the move, has the back off, slows down the 627 coming out of this left-hander. Bam, I'm there. I'm on it. I am jumping in. I almost decided to take second place from Matt, but, I had to back out of it. Got excited for a second because I was like, man, this is the first time up front. Calm down, Jorge. You've been here before. Act right. So I had to tell myself, calm down. Let's just get one at a time. The opening would happen. They pulled away for a little bit, and I was able to run them back down. I knew the 627 James behind me had a lot more top end, so I just pulled out and let him push me past Matt. Once I get past him, he just got back into my back end a little bit. Decided to go here, take the regular turn, and bam, I heard a lockup. He accidentally hit me. I was not very happy, but he came afterwards apologizing. P15, we're going to have to do some work, but the cart was fast. I was feeling good, so I was ready for it. All right, Miguel's pre-final. Starting P6, had really solid heat races. Starting on the outside, he was a little worried about the start as well. He shouldn't have been worried. Dylan should have been the one worried. Him and Mick get tangled up, and Dylan decides to go straight and reform the track. Not the best start for Dylan. Miguel, he gave Mick a little shove. That's the closest he's been up front all weekend. So even the camera got shocked because the camera decided to start going down because, of course, Miguel didn't tighten it hard enough. So other than that, He had a really good run. He actually made his way up to P4, I believe, before he got shuffled back to P5. Junior got a really good start in his kart. You see Mick there making a move on Jed. And then after that, Miguel slots into P4. By the end of the race, Miguel ended up in P5. He had a really good run, tons of speed. Dylan was helping him out all weekend. Miguel was going to be there for the finals. It was going to be, we were gearing up for really good finals, which was really good in the end.
All right, guys, so sometimes we're at the track and you see something cool, you know, somebody brings a new sprocket, a new gear, some new electronics, and everybody's in awe. But today, it's something a little bit different.
Holy crap.
So long. So, obviously, Jorge's been hitting the barriers all weekend and rubbing against the barrier and all the rubber as normal. And he got this product. Where'd you get this from?
G-Tech, the Perkins Racing. You guys saw on Daytona? Now you see that Florida Winter Tour. G-Tech.
G-Tech. So,
Cleans everything off.
So, this car, we started a little late.
Rubber?
No rubber.
No rubber. It was really, we should have done it like this. So I destroyed the barrier, and the barrier was here, and I put some G-Tech, a little bit of elbow grease, wipes it away.
Wipes it again. So yeah,
You wouldn't have to use it if you don't hit the barricade.
yeah, but
They just keep jumping out at me.
we're in the heavy class. That's what you do. You don't turn. You use the other carts to turn. So G-Tech, good product. Definitely keep your car clean. I think this is the cleanest Jorge's cart's ever been. So it's working.
So, pre-finals did not go well. Racing incident, starting in the back for the finals. Time to make some moves. Finals coming up.
Can you believe it? This fella's starting behind me. Can you believe that? This better make the video.
Finals starting from the back, and they moved James, the 627, with me as well. So our goal was just to move forward. As you know, it's always a little mayhem at the very first one or two turns. So I give them a little gap. I see Senior cut across, and I send it in. Here, the looked like a 626 was going to back out of it. I let him know, nope, you are going forward. We are moving through, baby. So I get behind him, and then my next goal is I got to get by Matt. Matt's extremely hard to pass, and we have to get by him real quick. I had to get by most of the field with halfway to go. I did a gear change, which I should never touch the cart. The cart was flying. I just did a gear change, which in the end screwed me over. I was able to do a crossover here on Matt. He was having issues with the clutch. He actually let me know after the race that he broke a spring in the clutch. So he was like direct driving it. I told him better, engaged all the time, baby. So getting by a 626 was turning out to be a little bit difficult. I geared more for bottom end, and I should have just left it for top end like I had it in the pre-final because I was extremely fast. But that did not work out. Here, the 626 and myself, we ended up catching Chris a couple laps later. And then, bam, I make a move to the inside, get him going before the straightaway. He had less teeth than I did. So coming out of corners, it slowed him up a lot, and I was able to get good drive through. Pulling up behind Chris, it looked like Chris had a little handful, so I give him a little tap. Let him know I'm behind him, and then coming through the turns, he actually takes a glance over his shoulder to see who's behind. I'm guessing he saw me because when he saw I got a really good run out this last corner, and then I got beside him, and he was basically looking to my right. He fended off pretty good on the outside, then let me through, and then from here, I just did not have the amount of speed to run down the Ron and the Tony kart driver. Now, I was able to start catching up Marcelo. His kart just got really, really tight towards the end of the race, and I just kept getting faster and faster and faster. So I was starting to catch him, and I was trying to remember his right side is the blind side. All right, if you want to pass him, you gotta try pass him on the left side. It's a little hairy to send it in on the right side with him, as you guys saw in the video Daytona. He does not see you. So I was hoping I was gonna get a really good run out. And if I was gonna make the move here on the right side, I had to make the move fast. But look how much, just that little hump out of the corner, that's how much we influence the kart. That's how how much our body weight works. So hopefully I got by him. He literally like looked over, saw my eyes, and then let me go through. So I knew he saw me. So there was no ifs, buts, or ban about that one. Going to a final lap. In the end, I know with everything that's been going on, this layout was awesome. I get everything I have. I was able to finish P5 in the end. Excellent racing by everybody. Congratulations to James Perkins. He had an amazing race with Ruben Cherez up front, and then Ron Ritter ended up P3, and the Tony Kart driver, sorry I don't know your name, he was able to end up P4. He had excellent speed all weekend, just bad luck in the heat races. I ended up having bad luck in the pre-final. How everything turned out, I wish I would have had bad luck in qualifying the heat races like Rubens and him, and then excellent luck in the pre-final and final. But that's how racing goes. You know how it is. I'll definitely be back for the next event, which is CKNA, not ROK Cup. Sorry to say that, but that's my decision. Everybody else, you can race whatever series you like. Miguel's point of view. Look at this push from the beginning. Look, Dylan's bumper looks like it's broken. Miguel's telling him, you need to go forward, and I'm going to help you. look at that back bumper. Oh, my God, Dylan, you need to get another back bumper, man. That thing is rough. So, look at this. Miguel's right up front. Ended up starting P5 in that race. Got a really good run. And then from here on out, it was just stagger like this. It was Mick, Dylan, and Jed Perkins the whole way through. Miguel had tons of speed, just could not close the gap, and then slowly but surely they just eked out towards the end. There was like middle of the race, Miguel went off a little bit, his lap time slowed down, but then towards the end of the race he started to pick back up, dig through. It was a really good run. Jed there all weekend, he was fast on old red. James, his dad's been letting him use old red, and James been on a newer Margay, which is kind of weird because Jed's chassis there is a 99, re-welded 20 times and straightened out with a sledgehammer. But that kart was moving real fast, and then Mick and Dylan were in a league of their own. Those two guys were just insane gone. And the craziness is two completely driving styles. You'll see here in a little bit that it's two completely different driving styles. I was freaking shocked when I saw it. But it was an excellent run for Miguel in this TB. That kart was real quick. He actually had the third fastest lap of the race, that race. This is his first temporary course as well. He's never done a temporary course. He's never done a parking lot race. Miguel is not good, and he'll admit it. He is not good when it comes to these temporary races because it takes him a minute to get the track down. The reason why Miguel's so good at these tracks now that are standard tracks like Homestead, which he still has issues with, but he's getting better at Homestead. Anderson, he's quick at Anderson now. Fast at Orlando. He's gone to Monticello's quick. Jackson, all these other tracks he's quick at because he has to get laps under his belt. If Miguel doesn't get laps under his belt, he ain't going to be quick. So with the help of Dylan, both of them in the lighter class, and Jed Perkins as well, and Junior, they're all helping him along to try to get him up to speed. And Miguel is one of the older, if not the oldest guy in the group when it comes to racing against these younger guys. So he's holding his own. Definitely he is out there digging it and giving everything he got. So good for him. It was a good race. Up ahead here, you're going to see Stewart and Justin. They are still battling it out for position, but the lighter guys caught the back end of the pack of the Masters. So this was, you know how it gets kind of tricky. Even though they see the blue flag, but they don't want to give up the spot as easily because they're still trying to battle for that position as well. So they were battling it out for like P8. So at the same time, Miguel needs to try to navigate these two as quickly and safely as possible. But They see the flags. They're on the lookout as well. Justin pulls off to the side, try to see if Miguel's going to be there. Doesn't get that good of a run out, but then right here and then there, saw him. Stewart's already been looking because he saw the flags. He's already looking back to see what's going on. And then right here, basically gives Miguel the inside and lets him have the position once he sees him and lets him go on through. Excellent job by them. Excellent run for Miguel. P4 in the end. What a finals. What a blast. Awesome to see for sure. All right, this is awesome. I was able to get Dylan to shoot the video on his GoPro. I didn't even know the guy had a GoPro. He never runs it because he didn't want anybody to see his line. Now, I have studied this video a million times. When Miguel literally says, I will look at the corners and look at the driving styles, I do that. Look at the difference between Dylan and Mick. These two guys want a league of their own. Gearing was actually even different a little bit too. Dylan was just a little bit lower on gear than Mick was. But Mick was not able to pull the gear Dylan was able to pull. Now watch the placement of the carts, and you have to watch Mick's hands. Mick does a little thing on the entry of the corner. He will flick the cart. I call it a flick. He gives a quick snap at the steering wheel, and through the middle of the corner to exit, his hands are straight. So he sets the front of the chassis before he goes in. I always thought, and we all did, super smooth. Right here, Dylan knew he had to get past Mick quick and early. He wanted to take the lead. He wanted to lead. He had told us that was his plan, to be out front, make Mick work his tires and go. You can see Dylan's driving style is the opposite. He's extremely, extremely smooth. He's able to get his cart turned quicker, sooner, and get it back straight. The more the steering wheel is turned, the more speed you're scrubbing, and the more speed you lose. And these lower horsepower motors, it's all about driving style. For some, the smoothness works. For the others, like that flick and having your hands straight, so when you're going through the turn, your hands are straight. You're not binding up the chassis. Boom, done. You're not getting tired as well either, as much, because you do a little quick flick, hand straight, cart goes through the turn. Dylan does a little bit different. He pushes on the steering wheel just like I do. He'll turn, push the steering wheel, and get the cart to flex and turn. That's more my move as well. I don't use much of turning the steering wheel. I push on the steering wheel itself and get the chassis to flex. This just shows you there's more than one way to skin a cat and more than one driving style. So at this point, Dylan is right behind, and then they're going to end up catching lap traffic, which is difficult. They end up running on the back of Justin and Stewart. They get pointed by. Excellent job by them. They don't want to be in that mess at all. They don't want to be the ones that cause anything at all. Down the straightaway, Dylan just has that little bit more gear than Mick. And then right here, he is going to go through, and go for the pass. Excellent job. It was a back and forth battling it out throughout the whole race. It was really, really fun to watch once I got to see it on the replay. But it was an excellent battle. These two show you that the passing is spot on, the racing spot on, and the two different driving styles, you can still be fast in it. Dylan had awesome speed all weekend. He got that MGM to work. He got the turnaround go. And then right here, Senior gets out of their way. Mick was already making the pass, so it really didn't hinder him. And Dylan's just one that likes to follow a lot too. So I was very shocked that he wanted to lead, but he also he'll sit behind and nitpick and see where he can get you. And if he thinks he's that much faster, he will take the move and go. Mick did an amazing job throughout the whole race to hold him off, and he's been quick the whole time too. So this whole time, these guys are just battling out and then have to make their way through the field as well, which is extremely difficult because you're trying to hold back the position of somebody else. You're trying to run up at a time that you don't get caught behind somebody. But then the master guys are doing an amazing job just moving out of their way. So overall, it was a great team effort from everybody in the race. White flag coming up, and right here you immediately see Mick is going shifter mode. Straight right here, he does not give a damn. He is straight to blocking mode. He's going to block the whole race. And this is what I would do too, guys, all right? When it comes down to a final lap, I'm eating that inside corner. I'm exiting at the inside corner. He knows he has the gear to hold off. He knows that he's able to do it himself as well. He goes straight to a ball, make them go the long way around the track. It is harder to pass people, but right here, this would be an excellent crossover move. Just Dylan had to back out too much from it. Mick saw it. Now right here, I would not look back and watch him hit me. So bam, he watched. He watched it come in. He parked the cart. That was the winning move of the race. I would have never looked back. I don't have the guts to look back, because if I look back, it makes me look guilty. But in the end, awesome job, awesome race, hell of a run, guys.
Realize how quickly you passed me, looked back, and saw how far back I was already.
So, finals in the books. Came from P14 to end up P5. Thanks to awesome teamwork from Senior, gracious enough to give me a path to go through. Same thing with Justin Stewart. I gave Chris a couple taps. When he saw me, he just let me by as well. Actually, everybody I passed were like super nice. Either they're super scared of me, or they're just nice as hell. Because I don't have any scrapes on the side pods at all. You ended up P4.
Oh, thank God. That is not my phone, because that screen is cracked.
It's,
Anyway,
it's the
P4.
screen protector. P4?
I was running down, Jed, you'll see in the video. But
Oh yeah, Miguel got video. Dylan got video too. Dylan got great video of Mick winning.
such a nice guy.
Such a nice guy. So, any other series, and it's not the Bash, ROK Cup, you put on an amazing event. Thank you for everything that you've done. We will be back for the next event, trust me. But every other series that we race is, you get the 2 reways, right? You roll back, and then you roll back on forward. So you roll off, in reverse, then you roll forward. That's the way. And it's 2 reways. Someone got rewayed 3 times, and they were able to go forward and come back, and we were just confused about the rules. So we're not bashing anybody. Don't get butt hurt. All right? All right, I don't want you guys to cry over just saying that comment. But awesome weekend. Had a blast. P4 for Miguel, P5 for me. Can't be happier. I mean, I could be happy, I could be on the podium, but you know, shit happens, right? Excellent weekend. Thanks to Dylan for all the help on Miguel. Thanks Ruben, Chris, thanks to all the guys. You know, thanks for everybody. Thanks to all subscribers. We'll catch you guys on track. All right, out.